Sun in Gemini in the fifth house for Aquarius rising writers. This is the writer who plays with language like a child with paint. The one who writes to live and lives to write. The one whose voice flashes bright across the page, quick, clever, curious, alive. Let's begin with the rising sign. Aquarius rising. You wear the future like a second skin. You're the thinker, the one who questions, the one who steps back to see the system, to trace the pattern, to invent the path. But your sun, your light, lives somewhere more immediate. Let's talk the sun. The sun is your center, your source of joy, your truest expression. When it falls in Gemini, in the fifth house, your creativity becomes a conversation. Let's talk Gemini. Gemini is thought in motion, words on wings, the mind that flips between meanings. Gemini doesn't cling, it explores, it samples, it improvises, it writes to see what happens. And then there's the fifth house. The fifth house is the house of play, of joy, risk, love, and artistry. It's where you say, "This is me, unfiltered, unapologetic, alive." With the sun here, you shine brightest when you create. You are not one thing. You are many. You are the performer and the prankster, the essayist and the satirist, the teacher and the jester. You don't write to prove. You know you write to discover. You ask questions in glittering sentences. You hold mirrors with punchlines. Your voice is playful, witty, flexible. You write with rhythm, with sparkle, with speed. You love dialogue. You love irony. You love turning words inside out. Your tone is light, but not shallow. It's clever, but not cold. You know how to make a reader feel smart. You charm them into understanding. You entertain while you reveal. You may write themes about youth, language, romance, performance. You may write satire, humor, speculative fiction, or personal essays that wink while they weep. You explore truth, but not always directly. You use masks. You use voice shifts. You use play as your truth-telling tool. But there is a wound here too. The wound of inconsistency. You may start many books but finish few. You may fear commitment to a story, a tone, a self. You may write to avoid feeling. You may stay clever so you don't have to be raw. But when you let the play touch the pain, you make magic. Erratic sparks, flashes, sideways ideas, scattered drafts. You may write best when you're not trying at all. When you're laughing or walking. You need variety. You need movement. Too much structure and you rebel. But when you choose a structure as a game, you soar. Aquarius rising gives you the mind of the future. Gemini sun in the fifth gives you the joy of the now. You are the thinker who plays, the teacher who dances, the scholar who writes like jazz. Your readers come for insight, but stay for delight. They may not know they're learning until they suddenly understand and laugh. You speak to the curious, to the restless, to the minds that crave more. Let's talk career. You may write for many spaces. Online platforms, education, comedy, literary columns, podcast scripts, stage monologues. You may not have one niche, you may have 5, and that's okay. Your multiplicity is your mastery. You are not just the writer who taught something. You are the writer who made it fun, and that is your legacy. You, the Aquarius rising writer with Sun in Gemini in the fifth house. You are the performer, the intellectual trickster, the artist of air. Your legacy will live in the readers you brightened, In the questions you asked so playfully, they stayed forever. Because you don't just write to say something smart. You write to play with the world and make us all a little freer. That ends our astrological analysis. Please like and subscribe, and go check out your moon placement next. Happy writing!